This is my favorite picture of her. It's just a crowd picture.
For the family of Denise Flum.
And then there's a couple of pictures of her livestock.
Pictures and memories are all they have.
She achieved a lot in her 18 years.
Active in 4 sports and 4-H, she also ranked in the top of her class, but her bright future would never get a chance to fully shine. A month before prom, the senior would disappear, this photograph showing her in the dress in which she would never get to dance.
There are days that go by where you're just, it's almost like you're floating because you're so consumed by the thought and the various thoughts about what has happened to your daughter. Who's responsible? What kind of action took place?
For 32 years, that's been this family's torment, ever since Denise would go to look for the purse she left at a gathering. In 1986, Chopper 13 flew over the rural farm where her Buick Regal would be found, but without any evidence. Now in their 70s, David and Judy Flum fear their lives will end without ever knowing what happened to their daughter.
We feel compelled to keep looking. You don't give up. You spend your life looking.
In the absence of the inability to make a closure, we hold out hope that she's alive, even though we know that it's most likely false.
Perhaps their most painful milestone is this year, when Denise would have turned 50.
Birthdays for your kids are supposed to be joyous occasions. You don't ever have joy anymore.
The family is able to find some comfort in the room in which they talk about her. These walls are filled with her art, providing solace amid the heartbreak.
They're my favorite things. I can't buy a picture that's better.
It allows her to be with us.
No detail is too small in this case. The number to call is on your screen right now. It goes directly to the Fayette County Sheriff. We're posting that number along with much more on the story on WTHR.com. And this investigation is still ongoing. It is far from a cold case. Just last year, as a matter of fact, they interviewed nearly a dozen people, including one person for the very first time.
Well, and clearly you can feel the pain that this family is going through. How do they go on? How do they push forward?
A lot of it is faith and family. Their other daughter lives right next door, and little signs along the way. There's a saying that cardinals are kind of a sign from above of someone who's gone on. Yeah. And last year on Denise's birthday, a flock of cardinals was outside of the family's home. So little things like that keep them going until this case is solved.
Well, let's hope they get their closure. Thank you, Matt.